Hi, I'm Lynn, and I'm going to ask Don, my husband, some questions, and he'll give you some great answers about what we do here at the Hitching Post and so forth. And we do own the Hitching Post, Don and I do, and we just love to have you come in and let us serve you. First question, Don. Could you tell us some of the history of the Hitching Post?
A little bit about the history of Coeur d'Alene. North Idaho was first settled in the 1880s when gold was discovered, just a few miles east of us in the area that's now known as the Silver Valley. The Hitching Post itself dates back to 1919, and people have been coming to North Idaho to be married at the Hitching Post for better than 90 years now. Hitching Post has quite a history. I've heard stories about when, during World War II, Farragut was a very active naval base just north of us on Lake Pend Oreille, and sometimes I was told that the sailors would line up with their girlfriends outside the door waiting for their chance to get into the Hitching Post, especially on Saturday afternoons. We've had several generations of family members been married at the Hitching Post. A couple years back we had a mother, the daughter was being married that day, the mother was here, grandmother and great-grandmother were all present at the same time, and all of them have been married at the Hitching Post.
And could you tell us about our services here at the Hitching Post too? What we do here and what we provide.
At the Hitching Post, all the staff members that serve here are all Christian ministers. Unless people ask that we do something different, we always do a very basic Christian ceremony. It is a non-denominational ceremony. We also take a little bit of time to try to encourage each couple to do the kinds of things that help them to build a strong and a lasting marriage.
What is Coeur d'Alene like? What is there around Coeur d'Alene that for people to do, or what is there, how pretty it is, or whatever it is that pops into your mind?
Coeur d'Alene is on one of the most beautiful lakes I've ever seen. I took a tour a few years ago, and I was told that Coeur d'Alene was named in an encyclopedia as one of the 5 most beautiful lakes in the world. The lake is just about 4 or 5 blocks from the building here itself. It extends about 25 miles up to St. Mary's, and I believe I've read that it has more than 100 miles of shoreline with beautiful inlets and places to go boating and fishing. Kokanee salmon are abundant in the lake at certain times of the year, and we just have a gorgeous community here.
And do we do weddings at other locations besides here in the Hitching Post?
Well, if people wish to be married at other locations, we can certainly accommodate them. We do need to know ahead of time in order to do that, because we're not able to leave the Hitching Post in the middle of the day and simply be gone for an hour or two. So if they want to be married at other places, they need to call ahead and schedule a time in order to do that.
Hey, Don, could you tell us about our services here at the Hitching Post?
Well, the Hitching Post is staffed by Christian ministers. Unless people ask for something different, we do a very basic Christian ceremony, but it's a non-denominational ceremony as well. On occasion, we have people of other faiths that have come to the Hitching Post, people from all over the world for that matter, and so we always try to be conscientious and considerate of people who might have different points of view than we do. And if someone comes from another part of the world, then we will adjust the ceremony to be in keeping with what they would believe so that we can be a blessing to them and that they would be happy and feel loved and cared for by the staff here at the hitching post.
Okay. Hi, we'd like to encourage people and couples to do things that are appropriate and help your marriage. And Dr. Emerson Eggerichs has written a book called Love and Respect, and I just like to read one little paragraph here that I think is kind of get you going, kind of get you started. He says, today married couples are at a crossroad, or they are at crossroads. Will she appreciate her husband's need for respect, or will she denounce his feelings? Will she discover the best way to love a husband is by respecting him in the ways that are meaningful to him? Or will she focus totally on what she feels is the key to a happy marriage, her womanly feelings, and dismiss his needs as antiquated or male ignorance? And at the same time, will the husband appreciate his wife's need for love, or just continue to ignore her feelings? Will he discover the best way to love a wife is to look beyond her criticisms and complaints to see why she isn't feeling loved? Or will he just cower before her apparent contempt and retreat to the shelter of his stone wall?